Good evening, folks, and welcome to another edition of An Hour with Bob. It's the end of January, and first off, I made reference to it on my Facebook page, and I'm amazed at the comments people made as a result of it. My sister Rita died. Her birthday was January 26th. She didn't make her birthday. She died a year ago, last September 10th. And I was amazed. I wrote a little in memory of my sister, who I love very much, and I was amazed that I got at least a couple hundred responses from people that saw the Facebook thing I wrote on there. And I just want to thank everybody publicly for their response to that fact. Anyway, since we are in a downward slide right here for a moment, I got to bring up, I don't know how you didn't see it or didn't hear about it. You know what happened in Rhode Island some 9+ years ago in West Warwick, Rhode Island, with the fire that killed 100 people and maimed probably another couple hundred people? Well, it happened again. It's beyond belief that it could ever happen again, but it happened again, and it happened terribly. I think the last count was 235 people dead, and another 100 or so injured, and the similarities are, you know, it's just amazing how similar it is. In fact, I'm going to show you a clip in a minute. There was over 100 of the people killed were students at a medical school in town. It was a small town in southern Brazil. They're in a nightclub, and guess what started the fire? Supposedly, what they're saying, at least the initial reports are, a band member lit pyrotechnics in the club, set off the fire. One exit in the building. They had one exit, and guess what the guards were doing? They were stopping people from leaving, I guess not realizing that there was a fire, a bad fire, because they were afraid they were leaving without paying their bar tabs. 235 people died as a result of that fire. This happened yesterday in Brazil. And again, the similarities are scary, absolutely scary, that could happen again after what happened in Rhode Island 9+ years ago. In fact, I can remember where I was then, and I'm sure you can too. Anyway, we're going to show you a clip. Do we have that clip ready, Corey? Let's show that clip on Brazil. I hate to bring this up.
The same horror has struck Brazil. More than 230 people died early yesterday morning after a club packed with young people caught fire. It happened in a college town in southern Brazil. Margaret Brennan shows us how the building became a death trap.
Initial reports suggest the fire started during a band's pyrotechnic display. It took only minutes for the blaze to race through the crowded venue, sending a stampede of at least 1,000 partygoers looking for the exits. But there was only one way out and no emergency doors. The chaos led to confusion. Security guards blocked the exit, fearing that customers were fleeing their bar tabs. Some panicked patrons mistook the bathrooms for an escape and died there. Rescuers used axes to chop down exterior walls, trying to reach those trapped. Most of the victims died of asphyxiation. Some were trampled or crushed. First responders tended to the injured, dressing wounds and performing CPR in the street. More than 100 survivors are being treated in local hospitals. On Sunday, the nightclub owners posted a message on Facebook offering assistance to survivors and relatives of the victims and promising to provide authorities with any needed information. The fatal incident is being treated as a national tragedy in Brazil. President Dilma Rousseff cut short a state trip to Chile, returning home to meet with victims' families and pledging national support.
We stand together at this time, and even though there's a lot of sadness, we will pull through.
Families of the victims spent Sunday waiting to claim the bodies of their loved ones, as authorities work to identify the hundreds killed. Army soldiers were deployed to carry away corpses. 101 of them were students from the local university in Santa Maria. For CBS This Morning, Margaret Brennan, Washington.
And there are new clashes in Cairo this morning.
It's uncanny, the similarities between that disaster and the West Warwick disaster. It's absolutely amazing. The owners have gotten death threats, and down there they'll follow through with them. It's just maddening to think that in this day and age, with the internet and with everybody seeing what happened in West Warwick, that one exit, they didn't even have any emergency exits, as you heard, one exit in the whole building. And again, like I told you, they were stopping the people from leaving, thinking they're trying to beat their bar tabs. Anyway, getting back to the show. The last show, I had 4 yoga instructors on the show. And I talked with one. Her name is Sharon Marie. And as the other 3 did their workout, well, I did a private session with Sharon, a 1-hour session with Sharon. And I was amazed, if you know this show and you know me, you know that I have had a lot of back problems. In fact, I have what they call chronic back pain. I've had 5 back operations. And I found I didn't think I'd be able to do any of it. And plus, with the recent knee replacement, I couldn't even, when I walked in there, I'll tell you, I couldn't even squat down low enough to get on a seat, to get on a chair. And after the hour, she had blocks, these blocks she put up, and I was on 5 blocks when we started. When we finished, not even realizing it, I kept on taking the blocks out as low as I could sit on the floor. I was down to 1 block at the end of the session. In fact, I'm going again tomorrow, and hopefully I can learn all these moves, these positions that you go in. It's low impact stuff. And I'm frankly amazed at how effective it is and how much flexibility it has given me as a result of it. Hopefully I can maintain it by learning the techniques. She told me not to try to memorize it, that after 3 or 4 sessions it'll just come natural, that you'll know what you do and what you're doing at home. And something I thought was strange or amazing to me, I have no balance. When I took my shoes off, and she even has you take your socks off, and want you to feel the floor. And with one leg in front of the other, 1 foot in front of the other, I was like this, having trouble standing up, trouble balancing. And she says that will come as time goes on, and hopefully it will, because she could stand there and on 1 foot, and I was embarrassed because I couldn't even stand with 2 feet on the floor. But she says, and it makes sense, when you're used to when you're accustomed to wearing shoes, your feet they don't spread. Your toes don't spread. When you're barefooted, you have to spread your toes to create that balance. So hopefully I learned that. Well, getting back to the show, guy I've been trying to get on for a long time. This guy, he's a legend on the internet. His name is, well, you must know him anyway. I mean, he's had a lot of major guests on over the years. Derek Shapiro, how you doing?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Good.
Yes.
Nice to see you.
Yes, well, you've been on my show too before.
A long time. Do you remember
Yes.
when?
Oh, this is back about 2 years, 2.5, no, 4 years ago, 4.5 years ago.
Where
yes.
was it?
And it was a phone interview, and you were at a game with your son, I think, at McCoy Stadium.
Nope, that was wrong.
Really? I was
That
wrong?
was wrong. I think.
Really?
I think I met you with Corey.
Corey, really?
Yep, I think I met you when I was the first person to walk on the new highway, the highway into East Providence.
Yes, that's the first interview.
Yeah.
Then the second interview was a phone thing.
Right.
But you won't believe what happened to that interview.
What happened?
I interviewed Cicilline at that time too, and I lost the interview. I taped over, I think, by
Cut
mistake.
it out.
The first interview I never aired that one, okay, by mistake. But the second interview with you on the phone at McCoy Stadium, that aired.
That aired.
Yeah, I've recorded over so many people by mistake, like major celebrities.
You can't record over people. How can you do that? I've been doing this 21 years. You know how many times I recorded over a show?
How many?
None. None. Do you know how many shows I'm missing of 21 years?
None.
Of Bob's Big Adventure,
Yeah.
An Hour with Bob, and Zachary's Adventure.
Yeah.
Which is in total over 2,000 shows. You know how many shows I've lost in all that time?
None.
One.
One.
And I didn't lose it.
Really?
I sent it down because this show used to air before Cox took over.
Yeah.
I used to be able to bring this show. It aired in 18 Massachusetts communities, but it also aired in Vermont, in Burlington, Vermont, and it also aired in Dade County, Florida, and Fort Lauderdale County, Florida. Broward County and Dade County, Florida.
Oh, yeah.
And I had sent my #2 show, which was on 3/4. If you got anybody in the TV business will remember this 3/4 inch tape.
Yeah.
Or was it 1 inch tape, John? Was it 1 inch? Would they call 3/4 or 1 inch? I think they would call 3/4. What? 3/4. 3/4 inch tape decks. The tape. You guys ever see this? The tape was about this big. You got one, John? Oh, you got one. Bring me that, John.
Okay.
There's John Flanagan, ace director, John Flanagan. 3/4 inch tape. This is the. Oh, you should get it. Do you have S-video or VCR tape we can compare to? This is the size of the tape that we used to air on when I first started here 21 plus years ago, right? And actually, I was on a couple other shows before I started my show. So I've been here like 26 years, I think, or something like that. But anyway, when I started coming here, that's all I saw was this tape. Look at the size. Look at the size of the sprocket for goes on this tape.
That is amazing.
Yeah. Well, we used to air on this one. I sent the tape down.
Yeah.
I think it was UPS or whatever. By look at the difference. Oh, he's giving me all of them. He's giving me all of them. This is S-video or VCR. This is S-video, John?
SVHS.
Just SVHS. That's SVHS. That's what everybody had years ago. SVHS. Look at that. Then you got this beta, right?
That's the broadcast version. That's like beta.
Beta broadcast.
Yeah.
Now, and this is
DVC Pro.
DVC Pro. Digital.
And it's got down to.
And this is what I use on my mini DV on my camcorder right now. So obviously, when you get smaller, the cameras can get smaller.
Exactly.
So now my camera now weighs about a fourth of the size and is about a fourth of the size of the bigger camera, and plus the quality's better, believe it or not. Substantially better, huh, John? This is what, 400 and something lines of resolution?
That's a stretch.
That's a stretch?
Yeah.
This is about 450? This is what?
Those are, they're all, we give or take a little. They're just different years of recording formats.
Right. But you got better. This tape is the best, right? Of them all?
That part.
Of this pile. And this is the one I use.
Wow.
Imagine that? Well, I had sent this tape down, and I remember the tape. It was a show I did down in, it was the Black Ships Festival in Newport.
Oh, okay.
And I interviewed the wrestlers, the sumo wrestlers.
Oh, yeah.
And I sent the tape to Florida, and they lost it. It's the only show, it was a Bob's Big Adventure, it's the only show that I am missing in all my shows. Unlike Johnny Carson, my idol, who they taped over, 12 years of his shows? Something like that. I think it was 12 years of his shows. Sadly, they taped over 12 years of his show.
Wow.
They didn't know how good it was going to be and, how long it was going to last. They were just reusing them.
Wow. See, it happens. See?
Yeah. So see what you did?
See?
You could have been the next Johnny Carson instead of me. But anyway, how long have you been doing your show?
I've been doing my show for about almost 6 years,
6 years.
I started with radio, of course, back with Pro FM, of course, intern for Mike Butts,
Yeah.
And you know who got me the kick into radio? Was a mutual friend, Tanya Cruz,
Tanya Cruz.
Yes.
I know Tanya Cruz 25 years anyway.
Oh, yeah. She's awesome. She's awesome. I mean,
Yeah.
she worked with me doing some benefit shows back in December and November of last year.
Right.
She's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, yes.
Yeah, she's a great kid.
Yeah, she's in my new movie, too.
Your new movie?
Yeah, it's coming out February 28th.
What do you mean? You didn't tell me about that. You got a movie?
Yes.
And you didn't put me in it?
Yeah. I wanted to, but I'm working on a new movie now, too. I want to put you in my next movie, okay?
Now,
I'm working on it now.
Wait a minute. What kind? Now, who's funding this?
Me.
What kind of tape you using? What are you using for?
Okay. Well, this movie, okay, which I'm going to give you the
got a
poster.
movie.
Yeah. The Case of the Radio Show host.
The Case of the Radio Show host.
Look who's in it.
Tanya Cruz, Derek Shapiro, the Dancing Cop, Chubby Tavares.
Tenelli Love.
What?
Tenelli Love.
Tenelli Love.
And Latrina C.
Latrina C.
Latrina C plays my girlfriend, okay?
Latrina C's your girlfriend?
No. She plays my girlfriend.
Oh, she's not really your girlfriend?
No.
Is that the only way you could get a girlfriend? Is to have a writer in the script?
Exactly. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. So what happened? Now, how's this happen?
So I used. You know what camera I used for this?
No.
My
tell me.
web camera from my laptop. My laptop camera. That's the
Oh,
only thing I
that's
used.
big, huh?
That's the only thing I used.
Oh, the
okay?
quality's going to be right up there, huh? Holy good. You see this, folks? What he's using is like way down here somewhere, the quality.
But I recorded everything with Chubby and Tanya with my laptop.
Really?
Yes. And the Dancing Cop. Yeah.
And the Dancing Cop. What does he do?
Well, of course, he dances during the holiday season. I recorded during the holiday season,
Right.
So it's going to be out on February 28th.
So what does he do besides dance?
Oh, he does like Cable show too. That's right. He does a cable show too. Yeah.
He got started with me.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah. Well, I showed him how to do it.
Really?
Yeah. I got him in the Bristol Parade. I got him in the Federal Hill.
But you didn't show him how the traffic moves.
No, I don't. No, I didn't tell him how to do that. He knew how to do that. That was his gig. But I got him in the spots and the locations.
Wow. And me and you know, we've interviewed the same people. You know, Tony Petrarca. You know what I'm saying? I've interviewed him back in the day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you are my favorite guest.
Yeah, you're just saying that. Come on now. Come on. I'm your favorite guest.
Okay. No. Actually, you and
who?
Well, no, I don't have it on here, but Meredith Baxter.
I used to love her. Meredith Baxter Burney.
Yes.
I used to love her.
But she just goes by Meredith Baxter.
Family Ties, right?
I interviewed her in Atlanta because I have 3 offices. I have one in Peabody, Mass.
You have 3 offices?
Yeah. I have one in Cranston and one in Marietta, Georgia.
Cut it out.
Yeah, well, yeah, cut it out. You know who did that? Cut it out. Dave Coulier from Full House. I've interviewed him too before.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, how do you get these people? Just torture them?
Yeah, I torture them like I torture you.
Yeah.
or I go down to the event where they're doing like the book signing or something like that, or the comedy thing, you know. Or, you know, like if they're in town, you know, playing up at Twin River, you know, I'll interview them, you know. You know who you remind me of? Robert Klein, who I interviewed at Twin River back in the day, too.
Robert Klein. No, most people say James Caan. Now, where are you getting Robert Klein?
Well, because I interviewed him back at Twin River. You know, just remind,
you're just trying to name drop. You just throw that out there.
But no, he was awesome, you know. And he referred to my son because he saw a picture of my son, okay?
Right.
He said, he looks like Barack Obama because my son is mixed, you know.
Right.
And my son, he just turned 7. He's awesome, you know.
Yeah.
My kids are awesome. I mean, I had them on my show a lot too.
Right. How many
and they're in
kids
my
you
movie
got?
too. Two children, you know.
Yeah.
You know, this is a picture of my son actually on the front of my phone, and his name is River.
River.
Yeah,
a little small to show. Now, how am I going to show that? River.
Can you see it at all?
May, can you get that? Let me hold this because
that's my son River.
Maybe John, Corey can get that. Corey can get a shot of that.
He's awesome. He just turned 7 last week, January 19th. Okay, and he is awesome.
So he's in Aquarius.
Yeah, Capricorn. Last time Capricorn. I'll show you a picture of my daughter too.
Let's not push it.
Oh, my daughter and my son.
You said you had 2 boys.
No. One daughter and one son, and they're both in my movie. Okay.
Really?
And I'm just telling you, they're awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
My daughter just turned 12. She's in middle school. Okay.
And where? Where is she? What office is she going to middle school from?
Oh, Peabody. Peabody, Mass.
So wait a minute. Where do you get the money to we have 3 operations here?
Oh, it's challenging, but you know I can do it. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
It is really challenging. You know.
Does your show generate that kind of dough?
It does because I get local sponsors. I get local sponsors.
You got to teach me.
I'll teach you. You should come. Oh, this is my daughter. This is my daughter.
Here's your daughter.
She's bright.
I get a shot of the daughter.
And they're my inspiration. They're my inspiration.
Well, of course they are. My son was my inspiration for years.
Yes. Yeah. She's 12.
You got it?
You got it? Yeah, they're in my movie, and I just.
So what's the movie's about? What's this movie about?
Well, I get amnesia in the movie, you know.
You get a what?
I get amnesia. You get
amnesia.
Okay, yeah. I have a rival.
Why can't you get amnesia with my phone number?
I'm going to call you after the show too, you know. No, so I get amnesia. I play Danny Libby, okay. And
Danny Libby's your name?
In the movie, okay,
right.
Okay. I have a rival named Jimmy Katz. So he
now, who come up with all this stuff?
Me.
You
me.
did, huh?
It's all improv too in the movie.
Yeah.
And so and me and Tiny recorded it at Cat Country Studios, you know.
Yeah.
Our pot, you know. So I get amnesia. Someone drugs my drink, my coffee drink, you know.
They had to drug your drink?
Well, it was really sugar, but you know.
Right.
But in the movie, you know.
No, I don't mean they did, but I mean it was necessary to drug your drink.
So I get amnesia. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so my I have someone that's in the movie, that my children's mother, you know, who I'm not in a relationship anymore. She did that to my head, and I get my memory back.
Oh my God! Yeah, wow. She voodoo or something?
No. I just wrote that in the script, you know. Because, you know
oh right.
Yeah. It was.
Your ex is in it?
Yeah. And she's on the soundtrack too. You know, she's awesome. You know.
Oh, who did the soundtrack?
Well, I'm putting the soundtrack together. You know. And she's has a lead song in the soundtrack, you know.
Really? She's
a singer. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So.
I think I know who your ex is. Yeah, I think
we're still friends, you know.
Yeah. So now you got another movie coming out. You said.
Yeah. Well, that's gonna be out in the summertime. I'm doing that now. I'm in the process of filming that called More Out of Life. You know.
More Out of Life.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Let's get back to this movie.
You
said that you had amnesia. Now what happened? You bounce out of it. Now what happens after you bounce out of it?
Oh, well, I meet the dancing cop on the street, you know.
Really?
Yeah, he has a funny line, I'm telling you. I'm not going to tell you the line.
You
You
might
got
be
to
the whole
watch
movie.
it.
Might blow the whole
You got to
movie.
watch it on the movie internet channel.yolasite.com. You know, it comes out.
What is it? What is it? .yola?
.yolasite.com. Movie internet channel.yolasite.com.
May, you got that?
And the movie comes out February 28th.
You have 8 websites?
Yeah, well, the Derek Shapiro Show and DSS TV station. And I've interviewed Buddy Cianci before, too.
Oh, that's big.
Yeah, I've interviewed the mayor of Warwick, Scott Avedisian.
Right.
Governor Chafee before he was governor.
Right.
2 times before he was governor.
What did he do before he was governor?
He worked at Brown. And
What was his job?
I don't even know. Oh, yeah, he was senator. And of course, he was mayor of Warwick, of course.
Before that?
Yeah, before that. I don't even know. But he
Come
promised
on,
me.
you interviewed the guy. You don't even know what he did.
Well, the last interview I had before he was governor, he promised me something, and the promise never came true.
What's that?
He says that when I'm governor, you could come to the State House and you could interview me in the office.
Well, did you call him on it?
I
You must have
called.
called him
I
on it.
called, and guess what?
My God.
Denied interview.
He denied.
Yeah.
So he doesn't hold up to himself.
Exactly.
You don't know what he did. No, this is a trivia question. Anybody? Well, we don't want to say.
Well, I know he's a professor.
I'm going to ask people. You know. I know you know. I'm going to ask people. I'm going to give you the answer in a few minutes. I'm going to ask you, think about this. What did Governor, well, as they call him, Governor Gump, some people call him. What did the governor do for a living when he got out of college? What was his first job? And probably his only job other than the mayor and the senator. I know you know, and you're not telling us. I'll tell you, you're going to be the one that say it after. All right? We're going to give a few minutes because you're going to give me a song right now. And who do I have here? My good old friend. Oh, my God, Dominic DePasquale. How you doing?
I'm good.
And Ron, is that Ron Murray with you? Yeah, and I want to publicly thank you guys for your contribution. Toys for Tots, you were there for me. And again, once again, we had a phenomenal 19th Toys for Tots. I'm scared every year. I'm so afraid that we're going to have a bummer year, especially with the economy the way it is. But once again, I go outside with the Marine Sergeant, Mike. I can't even think of his name. Mike Kremen. I go outside with Mike Kremen, and a truck's pulling away. So he says, so we had 2 trucks. They go, no, we had 3 trucks. We're on our 4th truck full of toys. Big trucks full of toys. I mean, give me chills. It was amazing to see in the economy, the state of the state, the unemployment rate in the state, yet the state of Rhode Island, the people of the state of Rhode Island come through once again for the Toys for Tots. And you guys were there.
We loved being there. We enjoyed it.
It was fun, huh?
I couldn't believe the amount of toys that you collected. I just couldn't believe it. Just came to a pile of stacks in front of the stage.
The Marines told me every year they say the same thing, and I have trouble believing them. They tell me it's the biggest. Every Marine this was Sergeant Kremen this year. Last year it was the major, right? It was the major Wright. And he said, I've been all over the country. I've done this everywhere. He said, I've never seen one single event collect as much toys as you do in one event. I mean, that's amazing to me.
Well, I could appreciate it because I told you once before, I only got a little pickup truck, one as a child.
Right.
Every year.
Yeah. Yeah, the same one.
Same one.
Same one. They
I didn't know. I didn't know my father was painting this.
Yeah, the same
different
truck.
color. Yeah. At 21,
Sad but
I
true.
figured it out. I was 21 when I figured that out.
21,
yeah,
huh?
I was 21.
A little slow, huh?
Was,
Hey, now,
yes.
speaking of fathers and son, who's over there?
That's my son, Dominic.
Dominic
A, yes.
Dominic A.
Yes.
Can't get a shot of him because it's too dark over there.
dark over
He
there,
wants to
but,
be undercover, though. He wants to be undercover.
Oh yeah, he's supporting me right now. No,
Yeah.
just,
Yeah. Well,
No,
you're
but-
banged up like me.
Oh yeah. 7 months, 3 or 4 months in bed. Didn't affect my voice though.
No,
I'll
that's
just tell you
thankfully.
that.
Thankfully.
You know, we got shows coming up. It's going to be great.
Yeah, you got a few locations. You got
I have
you
yes.
got Pearl coming up. You got the.
I have this Thursday night, 7 to 10. We're at Sierra's, who's Catanzaro. They're friends, and
Right.
we're going to come in there. And
Oh, that's the guy that makes the sauce.
he's tremendous.
Former fireman, North Providence.
Former fireman, and he's going to be there. We're going to be there 7 to 10 on a Thursday evening.
Okay.
And we're going to put the 3-piece led by Ronnie. And then on the 9th, we're at the Pearl,
February 9th, you're at the
which
Pearl.
was the old what restaurant was it years ago.
Oh, God.
Because I was from the neighborhood. We went from Federal Hill to Charles Street.
Oh, you got me there. I
It
know.
was the old Giuliano's.
Giuliano's, yes.
And we're going to be at the Pearl on the 9th of February, 7 to 10. To do
And
our
what
show.
was it as a nightclub before it was this nightclub?
The Pearl, it was, I don't know, what was it? Barry's?
No,
not Barry's.
no.
What was it?
I can't think of the name of it now. I just lost it. It was. It's over on Charles Street.
Yes.
It was right almost at the corner of what is that street?
It's probably
Silver
one of the,
Spring.
Probably one of the most beautiful restaurants in the
It's
state.
great. You got an outside,
Phenomenal,
inside,
phenomenal
inside,
restaurant.
outside, in the backyard there.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
And we're going to be there on the 9th doing our shows, and then we're going to go back for Valentine's Day
Oh, nice.
at Sierra's.
You're
7
going back to
10.
Sierra's.
Yeah, 7 to 10.
Now, Sierra's is where? What's the
It's the
location?
end of 678 Killingly
Killingly
Street, right at the end of Killingly toward Man. Nice, secure area.
Right.
They redid the whole place, and he's one of my sponsors at the Columbus Day Feast.
Oh,
So
nice.
I'm kind of returning
Right.
the
Yeah,
fund.
yeah.
And it was nice. So we're going to stay local for the beginning of the winter as I'm healing, and then we'll be out on the road again and doing our shows and singing in the different languages.
With your sidekick over there.
Ron's the best.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
What
I
a
only
guitar
sing.
player, huh?
Then
Hi,
Sergio-
Ron. Now, Ron drove up from Connecticut to
Yes,
be
he
on the
did.
show tonight.
All I had to do was mention that we were going to be on this show,
Yeah?
and he came up.
Well,
Put the-
thank
put-
you.
He put the snow tires on.
Got the
Yes,
snow
he did.
tires. All right, give us a song. Now, what do you got to sing? You got to sing in
I'm gonna,
Italian.
yes, I'm going to do a song that I grew up listening to. I call all the songs that I do in my show are called songs of my father, songs of my heritage.
Right.
And I'm going to sing a song called Ritorna Sorrento, means return to Sorrento.
Now, you know,
It's
we
a
got an
Neapolitan.
Italian chef here tonight, too, you know.
Yes. So he's going to judge me on this one.
Right, he's going to judge you. You better believe it. And he's from the Bluefin Grill in the Marriott. And we're going to hear
I've never
more
eaten
from-
at the Bluefin Grill.
Oh, I love
Maybe
the
he's got
Bluefin
some
Grill.
passes for us tonight, because things are rough. You know
Things
that.
are-
right?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, we
it's
could all use a
tough
little
act.
food.
You know, that's why I'm going to watch the Super Bowl, by the way. If you want to join
you're
me
still
this
gonna
Sunday.
watch the-
Yeah, I'm going to watch the Super Bowl. San Francisco's going to win the Super Bowl.
Yes, I agree.
Did you see the Did you see the satire they did on Saturday Night Live about Lewis? Did you see that? It was hilarious.
No, I didn't see that.
They had this black guy done up with and he had the uniform, the outfit on, the uniform on, 52 and all that. He's going, and I'm going to at the halftime. I'm going to put my hands up to God and God's going to pick me up at halftime and you know take me to heaven at halftime during the Super Bowl. It was hilarious.
I'm only watching now that I'm not doing much in the daytime except rehearse. Yesterday I had a great day. I watched Lassie twice.
Oh no!
Yes, Lassie twice. Today I watched Bonanza.
Oh,
I'm coming
as
right along.
I told you,
yes.
I've been to Incline Village where Bonanza was filmed. It's still there. I actually sat at Ben Cartwright's desk in Incline Village. It's overlooking Lake Tahoe, Nevada.
It's what we call culture.
Yeah.
I watch all of that. My favorite.
And I bought the map. Well, they burned the map at the beginning of the show. Remember
Yes.
how they burned the map?
You bought the burnt map?
No, I bought an unburnt.
Oh,
map.
an unburnt map.
Yeah.
I'm just checking about it.
All right. And I also went to Virginia City, where they used to go. When they went in town, they go
Yes.
into Virginia City. I went to Virginia City and Carson City, which is the capital of Nevada. Most people think it's Las Vegas. Carson City is the capital of Nevada.
Never knew that.
Most people don't.
There's a lot of things I don't know.
Most people think it would be either
Hey,
Reno, which I also went to, the biggest little city in the country.
Reno.
They have the sign over the city, over the street. All right, give us a song. Enough
Okay.
enough chatter.
Vedo un mare quando è bella, spiera dando sentimento, come idea chiedere a mente, cascia da dove zurna. Guarda, guarda sto giardino, scendi sesti sull'arancia, no profuma così fine, d'indu cuore se ne va, e tutti ci parta die, allora da stu cuore dalla vela dell'amore d'indu cuore no torna. Ma non me la sa, non dorme, sto dormiendo, torna sorrendo, fammi
Whoa! How good is that, huh?
Thank you, sir.
Dominic, that's awesome. I mean, that's the kind of music you don't even have to know what the words mean.
No, you don't.
You know, it's beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, really great. You'll be back.
Really, really enjoyed it.
Isn't it great, huh?
Oh my God, I paid for this.
He's a
kidding me?
feature. He's a feature act on Federal Hill every year. Every year he does a big. Who's this?
Good to see you, Bob.
Nice, Franco. Franco Paterno.
Long time no see.
How long? Couple days.
Couple days.
Couple
Yes,
days,
that's
2 or 3
right.
days.
Nice to see you. Nice to see you in your home.
In my home.
change.
That's
See
right.
that?
For a change.
For a
By the
change,
way, that's where I'm
yeah.
going to go see the Super Bowl at your place.
We got plenty of TVs. The
Yeah,
beer's
it's
cold.
a great spot, man. It's a. I shouldn't even say this because I don't want people crowding, ruining it for me. It's such a beautiful place to watch. What does that table weigh? That big table that's near the big screen. It's got to weigh 1,000 pounds.
Yeah, that's almost brand new too. About a,
Oh my
year
God!
ago.
It's
just had it done.
It's what do they call it? Granite.
Yeah, granite table.
You
and
can't
it's
move
used
that. I've tried-
communally. A lot of people just kind of gather around there, do
You got
work.
the big
the
chairs.
TV's there.
You
You can.
got the TV right in front of you.
Yeah.
We watched the big screen. Me and Joe Rocco and a few other people will go there and watch the Super.
Yeah,
We
and
watched
you got good service as well. You got
a
these,
great service. You get service from the restaurant,
house.
from
Yep.
the waitresses, plus from the bar over there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a great place to watch a game, and the food's great.
Thank you.
You get
Thank
the
you.
pub
Appreciate that.
food if you want, or you get a meal if you want.
Very
We mix
broad
it up.
range of things that
Yeah,
we grab.
yeah, we mix it up. And then my favorite that you make me special.
Yeah.
Huh?
Well, once in a while, I have to kind of the Bob special, I call it.
What is it? We ought to name it that.
Maybe I should for this coming year because
Yeah. What is
aqua season's coming up.
Tell them how you make it. First of all,
he's got this. We had this shrimp on the menu. It's a bacon wrapped shrimp.
which is not like bacon wrapped scallop. It's bacon wrapped shrimp.
Bacon wrapped shrimp. What we do, we treat the shrimp. We actually put a little bourbon, a little honey, a little mustard, and kind of marinate it in there, and then wrap a nice thin layer of bacon on it.
Oh, what an awesome taste!
And then we pan fry it till it's crisp, So
Yes.
crisp. Yeah, so it's kind of a crispy, bacony kind of shrimp with a little bit of barbecue sauce. And,
Yeah.
Oh my God. I remember the first time I served it, I ended up having to make a couple more.
Yeah, well, we did this. We did a show there. Remember it in Aqua?
In Aqua, yeah.
With
one of the sergeants.
Well, he wasn't a sergeant. Actually, it's a colonel, lieutenant colonel of the National Guard.
That's right, National Guard.
And we talked
right before the air show, or something to that effect, right?
Right. We're promoting the air show. So we went to your place, and then we sat outside there. That's an awesome place you got that. It's right in the center of the building, in the center of the Marriott.
In the center of the Marriott is
So you're
this
enclosed
outside
in.
venue called Aqua.
Aqua. So it's open to the air.
Open
the
to
top
the
is
air.
open, but you're still enclosed.
So it's a poolside bar, in essence, lounge.
And you know what the
we
cool
serve all
thing is?
kind
You
of
know what's
food.
really cool?
What's
the
that,
pool is indoor-outdoor. You
That's
can
right. I
actually
think we're
swim
the only
under it
that's
and
right.
go
You're
indoors
the only
if
one
you
in the
want.
city that actually has that kind of feature.
Yes.
And,
I was there. Do you know? I don't know if you know this. I was there for the opening of that building.
back in '76.
Yep. I was working at Aetna in Providence at the old Superman building.
Okay. Yeah.
And we went over there I snuck over there at lunchtime, and I'm standing in the window. It's got all glass windows down the corridor there. It's all glass, and I'm looking in the window, out the window, into Aqua, and you had the pool there, and you had all kinds of people out there. And I'm just watching, and I'm trying to be nondescript. I'm, not noticed because I don't want to be with the crowd because I actually, snuck out of work to go there, right? And I'm standing there, and all of a sudden, there's a camera here. There's a camera here. I don't realize it. Buddy Cianci's standing next to me.
You're busted at the Marriott.
Busted at the Marriott. We're looking out the window. We're looking out into the
into the courtyard
semi-enclosed area.
Yeah,
you
the
can't
courtyard
call it.
area.
It's like an atrium almost. And it has a camera, the Channel 10 and Channel 12 are videotaping Buddy, but I'm standing next to him.
The camera just can't get enough for you, Bob.
I know. This is before I did it anyway. So it was 76. Was it 76?
76 is when it opened. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I
wasn't there, but that's.
Yeah. Well, in fact, you know who was here before years ago? It was Philippe.
Philippe, one of my other chefs that was here.
Yes.
We opened up the restaurant together from France. That's right. Yeah.
Last I heard, he was in Cincinnati.
Yeah, he's still there.
Is he really?
Yeah. Once I haven't heard from him in years, but
he did a promo for me, one of the funniest promos ever. He used to have people. We should start doing that again, Corey. I spent an hour with Bob, and it was this and it was that. One of my favorite ones was Barbara Moore. She did it. I spent an hour with Bob, and I'm the one that said thank you. And then one of my other favorites was Philippe. He goes, I did an hour in French, in France, broken English. He goes, I spent an hour with Bob. It sucked. He got the hat on like you and everything. It was just hilarious. All right, what are we going to make? What are we doing here today?
All right, so
the Bluefin
today,
Grill, by the way, we didn't mention that. The
Bluefin
Grill in the Marriott. Unusual. A lot of restaurants and hotels, and they're not noted for being
the high-end cuisine. Yeah,
but you are.
Yeah, no, we have a pretty good following. We do fairly good business.
And your Sunday breakfast.
Yeah, we do an outstanding, excellent breakfast buffet.
Big.
All day long. I mean, we do it every day.
Yep.
But on Saturday and Sunday, of course, being popular with the outside crowd, it gets filled up quite.
Oh, you do that every day?
We do that every day, that buffet.
No
every
kidding.
single day, yeah. And it gets
what time till? What time
from 6:30. The buffet on the weekdays ends at 10. On the weekends, that's right. On the weekends, we obviously, the request due to popularity, we open it till noontime. So,
oh, wow, let's turn this on while we're talking.
So obviously, so the Bluefin Grill is a seafood restaurant. Not exclusively. We have a lot of chops and pasta and steaks as well. But obviously, we try to focus on local seafood. Okay. One of the items that are on there.
There you go. And you don't see this often. You don't see that kind of fish anymore. When I was a kid, that was my favorite.
So,
haddock. We're talking haddock.
Yeah, we're talking. We decided
They'll
to do a
say
little
it.
dish.
I love restaurants. Excuse me for a second. Restaurants do this all the time. They'll tell you, because I was in the restaurant business for several years. Restaurants will tell you on Friday, oh, we got haddock, fish and chips with haddock. No, they don't.
It could be anything.
It could be anything. It could be cod. It could be pollock. Some of them use that pollock instead.
There's all kinds of fish out there that
What's
get
the difference between scrod and scrod? S-C-R-O-D, S-C-H-R-O-D.
Well, scrod is kind of a generic term that some people use colloquially, but it really is not a definition of fish.
Right,
okay?
right.
It's really codfish.
Catch of the day or something.
Right.
Well, there's two versions. One is scrod, S-C-R-O-D, is a small cod, and the other one is S-C-H-R-O-D, which is catch of the day. It could be anything.
Right, it could be anything. It's really not a proper term to use to describe the fish, because it's either cod, which is a species of fish.
Correct.
Or haddock. Haddock is a species which is related to
favorite.
the cod,
but
it's a different species. It's a little smaller, and it's
right.
a distinct different than cod. Okay?
Right, different flavor than cod.
Different flavor than cod, too. So today we have a dish on the menu that we call pan-seared.
And that's one of your featured
Yes,
dishes,
it's
right?
pan-seared haddock. So we sear it, and then we actually make a pan chowder that we kind of pair it with, okay?
Signature pan chowder with little neck clams.
Little neck clams.
Potatoes, smoked mussels.
So we'll get you started. Baba, I'm going to need your help, okay?
I'm with you.
So here we go. Let's get the show started. I'm going to have you work on the fish for me.
Little oil.
Little oil.
All right.
The pan as hot as we can.
Unfortunately,
Hopefully this is work.
Using electric over here. Electric doesn't. It's not like gas. Electric doesn't work like gas. Gas is much better.
So we're going to take our haddock and we're going to lightly season it.
All right. That's
with a little salt, pepper.
Salt and pepper combo.
A little salt and pepper combo, okay.
All right.
Then I'm going to handle this. I'll put it in here, but
you probably want to get that hot first, huh?
Need a little hot. I'm going to wait just a second. See, this electric pan is a little.
You want to put it on the. once you start it on there.
I'm going to give this a little start here. Give it a
little
little
start.
quicker.
Give it a little blast.
So we're going to get this started, and then
you never
in
want
the
to
same
cook on
pan.
a cold pan, right?
Well, especially if you're going to call it seared. If it's seared, it's going to be really
it's cooked at a high temperature on the
intense
outside.
temperature on the outside, but nice and soft on the inside. Okay.
Correct.
So we're getting a little more.
Now, how long would you normally cook that? You want me to hold that for you?
Hold that.
How long would you cook that for? How long would you till it's seared?
There we go.
I'm hearing it. I'm hearing it.
I'm hearing it.
Nothing like this. Is my favorite fish. Okay. It's my favorite fish.
All right.
Haddock.
So we're going to transfer out there because
you want to come over and see this? You can come over and see this.
Part of this dish is repairing it with what I call a pan chowder. So we're going to take, and actually I'm going to transfer this. This will cook fine over here now.
Cook a little
we're going to make a little pan chowder to kind of pair with this. Okay. So again,
pan
we're going to
chowder. Now that's a little different.
That's right. So that's essentially the same as the components you would in a regular traditional chowder.
Right.
In a different
little
format.
onion, little Bermuda shallots.
Some celery.
I used to know a girl named Shallot. Celery.
Shallot, celery.
Celery. What do you got? What do you got?
And these are little fingerling potatoes, little baby
fingerling potatoes. Look at the baby potatoes.
Piccolini, piccolini. Where is he?
Okay. Baby potatoes. All right, got some baby potatoes.
A little thyme in there.
Look, what time is it?
It's time to mix it.
Time to mix it.
All right.
Not ready.
Roll there. All right.
Now you got.
We got some clams. These are little neck clams.
Little necks.
Okay.
Now why are they not called cherry stones?
Cherry stones is one size.
That's right.
Smaller.
That's right.
Okay.
But you got a couple smaller ones in there. They could be considered cherry stones.
They could be, but these are all little neck clams. So we're going to put about 3
and they're like a barometer because when they open, they're done.
When they open, you don't even have to check them.
You don't even have to check them. They're done. When they're open, they're done. So that's easy way to know when you're cooking. That's the best barometer of cooking seafood. The mistake people make is they leave it on too long.
So these are again hot as such. So what we're going to do is put a little bit of wine in here as well.
A little wine, okay. You're not whining. What's the 2 most famous Jewish wines?
Uncover it. What's the 2 most famous wines?
You don't know?
I don't know.
Morgan David. And I want to go to Miami. I had to say it. I had to say it. Well, he's Jewish. I can say that. I can say that. It's fun. It's fun. Over. No, letting it go.
We're going to let that go. Okay, so.
God, what are you doing now?
The clams, obviously, we're going to keep closed and wait for those to open.
Open. You're keeping it closed till they open.
Right, and this we're just going to continue to cook until
they're seared.
Until you see this line, you get a little color.
You get a line on the bottom there, right there, little line there. See the line? It's not there yet.
But again, back
you know what he's talking about?
Yep.
Haddock, you said, is one of your.
It is my favorite.
It used to be a very prevalent fish.
Yeah. You know what happened?
And then, what? They got overfished.
Well, especially the Russians come in here with those big ships, and they drop those nets that struck the bottom, all the way to the bottom, and they just cleared out not only the fish, but their habitat.
Right.
They took everything. They destroyed it.
So for years, then it was. It wasn't able to be fished. The U.S. fisheries closed it down.
Right. But the fact that they destroyed their habitat made it worse because it's one thing that you'd be able to bring the fish back, but you can't even bring the fish back.
But in actuality now, because the U.S. fishery got involved and stopped it.
Right.
It is now at the point that it's a success story because now after a long hiatus over the last few years, it's come back.
Really?
It has come back to a very strong stock.
Right.
And it is now able to be fished.
Now, where are they catching this now?
This is off of George's Bank.
George's Bank, which is off the coast. Yeah, very. Oh, there you go. There you go, off the coast of.
Color?
Oh, look at that. Yeah, there's a line. Whoa! Now is that nice, huh? And you see how it's breaking up? It's opening up. Yep. It's cooking very well.
Oh, look at that. That's
I love it. I love it. Now there's enough for me. Now what else? Look at that. You got a shot of that, Corey? How nice is that?
And the clams are beginning to do their little thing.
Yeah.
What you say?
The barometer. They're opening up. That's your barometer. Now,
by the way, one thing I wanted to talk about since we have clams in here. couple of things. Obviously, we were a heavily seafood-oriented restaurant.
Right.
But one of the little features that we have on our restaurant, I'll show you on our
Okay,
menu,
go ahead.
is that obviously being in Rhode Island, you know,
Right.
you know, we're being in a hotel, you know, people often ask, yeah, well, what are you guys famous for? What do you know?
Right.
Because people from out of town, they always come
Sure.
and they want to know. But obviously, in Rhode Island, you know, clams are one of our biggest assets. Really, it truly is.
And by the way, who has a quahog other than Rhode Island?
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
So, so we decided to kind of pay homage to that to some degree, okay? And then we have a little signature starter section where we feature clams in many different ways. So obviously, a chowder is one.
Right.
Okay, a traditional New England chowder.
Right.
Thick, creamy.
Creamy
all
chowder.
that.
As opposed to Rhode Island chowder or Manhattan chowder.
Correct.
Rhode Island chowder is clear chowder, by the way.
But then we also do one that's kind of.
Uh-oh, they're opening.
They're close to being open. I'll get back to this in a second.
Okay, we'll get back to that in a second. You got New England clam chowder. You got steamed little neck clams. Clams, what's that?
Chopino.
Chopino. Clam chopino.
Okay? And on the half shell.
Half
so
shell.
basically, we have a little section of 5 or 6 different ways you
Right.
can get native clams. Okay. So
And of
let's
course the
continue.
pan chowder.
And the pan. This is the critical ingredient in this dish that we're adding. Just to, so
Ooh,
I got some smoked mussels. Okay.
really?
Okay.
And they're already smoked.
They're already smoked. So don't
What do you
try-
got there?
don't
What,
try
cream? Is that
smoking it.
cream?
And this is cream. This is to turn it into that.
Is that
chowder.
heavy cream or light
Heavy-
cream? What is
heavy
it?
cream.
Heavy cream. That's you're gonna get your chowder out of that, huh?
And this is how we get our chowder.
And just
okay?
don't eat the shells, folks.
Now, can you smell the smokiness?
Look at it. Come here, Ron. Ron, take a whiff of that, huh? Can you smell the smoke in there? Huh?
I cooked with smoked oysters yesterday.
You do. You are.
Oh, who's
So-
better than you? All right, we're almost done
I
with.
think the fish is telling us it's
It's
just
done.
about done.
Just
So
about
we
done?
don't want to overcook this thing.
Where do you want to put it?
We're going to plate it right in our plate, okay? So hang on one second. Let me just.
What do you want?
wipe
What do you want to
it
get?
down.
Now the Bluefin Grill, the restaurant is open. What time to what time?
We're open at 5 for dinner. We're open 5 till 10.
5 to 10 for dinner. How about
And on
lunch?
weekends, obviously, later. Lunch, we open at 11:30.
And then you're open for breakfast because you're a hotel.
We're always open for breakfast. So
You know who
here
I
we
went in
go.
there for breakfast with, and he was impressed? You know, do you know, what the heck is his name now? Yen can cook?
Oh, Ming.
No, Yen can cook.
Oh, yeah, yes.
He has the biggest show, biggest TV cooking show in the world. He's in 75 countries. Martin Yen is his name.
You know, I've met him actually.
I had him at your
Yeah,
place.
that's
I had him
right.
at I had him
Yeah,
for
that's
breakfast there. I brought him for breakfast there one morning when he was in town. Because he's my buddy. A few times he's been in town. He'll call me. He called me at 6 o'clock one morning to tell me, in broken English. He says, "I'll be down in 1 hour, Bob." I said, "Where are you?" He said, "I'm in Boston. I'm waiting for the train." And I had to go pick him up, and we hung around all day. And he was in town. Remember that years ago they had that thing with Julia Childs when she was still alive? They had that thing at the Veterans Memorial Auditorium.
I do remember.
With what's his name from Fall River there, who I also interviewed.
Emerald.
Look at that. How nice is that? Now I got my food. What are you guys going to do? Ah!
And here it is. Okay, the
Oh, look at that.
pan-seared haddock with little clams, the pan chowder.
You got that? Huh? Is that nice?
So let's give it a try.
May, how's that, huh? That neat? Oh, I got to test it?
You're going to be the tester.
All right, let me get a test here. I got a
Ron,
pierce.
I think.
Ron.
Ron, I think you need to do.
I think I have to check it out.
Wow.
Oh.
How's that haddock?
Bon appetit. Here.
Oh.
So let's pass here. I got the rest here. We're gonna.
Wow. Try one of the potato.
What are you trying to who?
The potato.
Potato. Let me find one.
Right there.
There we go.
Wow. Is that good?
It's the smoked mussels.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah.
I love the fish. That's what I'm having next time I come there,
All right. A couple of these.
Wow.
In the
Fabulous, Franco. Fabulous.
You guys enjoy it. So,
get a
we'll
little
move on
clam.
to another one.
Let me get one of these clams here. Come on.
Go ahead. What are you doing?
Now, here, there's a fork right
I'll put it on the table.
Yeah.
No?
I'll have Dominic half.
Go have his half.
I have to buy some haddock now that I've seen
Oh,
it.
I love it, huh?
This is great.
Go get some out before he eats it. Eat in smaller bites, you enjoy it better.
No, I take big bites. I'm always on the go.
You're always on the go. Oh, this is very good. May, you want to try a hit of this? Huh? No?
So, how's the haddock?
Oh, I love it.
Huh?
What are you making now?
All right, so that's the haddock. I have another dish that I want to do, that one that we're going to be doing for Valentine's Day.
Wait a minute, what do you do with these? How do we get these potatoes?
What's that?
Where do you get these potatoes?
Those are called baby fingerling potatoes. You can find them at specialty shops throughout, you know, but
Wow.
they kind of, you know, add a nice little feel.
Yeah.
So the next dish that we're going to do.
Wow. 10 minutes? Holy cow. We're going to get a song, guys. You better do a song while we're waiting.
Yeah, we'll do it.
We're going to get the song going.
So get ready.
Holy cow.
Ronnie would rather eat.
Save him a little, Derek.
I know. Here you are. That's good.
Dici del cielo sta campagna vostra, c'è perduto sono fantasie, che pensa sempre sia tutta vita mia, come c'è vuole sadicere, ma non lo saccio di. Just say I love her. I've loved her from the start. Tell her how I'm yearning to say what's in my heart. Just say I need her as roses need the rain, and tell her that without her my dreams are all in vain. A voglio bene, a voglio bene assai, decido in cielo voglio e non mi scordo mai. Una passione più forte una catena a merda me dall'anima e non che fa campare. If there's a chance to meet her anytime, any place, anywhere, say I was a fool to ever leave her, and tell her how much a fool can bear. A voglio bene, a voglio bene assai, decidi ce la voglio
che non mi fa
Whoa! Dominic DePasquale and Ron Murray. Wow. We're back.
That was fantastic.
We're back. And who's this?
Well,
what do you got there?
We got the big Block Island swordfish.
Oh, with Franco.
We're going to cook again.
Franco from the Bluefin Grill in the Providence Marriott.
Gonna really make it
Block
nice.
Island swordfish.
Block Island swordfish. Block Island, Rhode Island.
Block Island, Rhode Island.
You know, only one place. Very famous swordfish. Terrific. So we're going to have you help me again. So we're going to do this one.
Okay.
And the same thing that we did before. Get it going.
We're going to
about
sear it.
A 1-inch piece of steak, you know. So it's going to require maybe about 5 minutes to cook.
Oh, that was good, I'll tell you. My God.
So we're going to, with this, we're pairing with a risotto, okay? A nice risotto dish.
Hey, you got to watch out. Now, we got my main man over here. Dominic's over here to join us.
here.
Now, do you like swordfish?
Ti voglio swordfish.
Ti piace il swordfish? Bravo, anche a me. Allora.
Molto.
Allora guardiamo, c'è un po' di risotto.
Risotto, buono.
Piace?
Well, what do you do? What do you got?
Questo in the risotto we're
going
to get some leeks, get some baby leeks. Leeks, crab, and peas, okay?
Leek,
crab,
risotto, what's
okay?
crab?
Well, it's coming right up.
Leek, peas, and crabs in that order.
Yeah.
All right.
With crab meat, and then we
you're liking this, huh?
Yeah. And then we have
Holy cow, you better start cooking.
A little par-cooked arborio rice.
Wow. Now, is this a menu item?
No, we're going to be doing this for Valentine's Day,
Oh,
actually.
cool,
Okay.
cool. That's great.
So, a little
Now,
chicken
this is more
stock
than an
in
order.
here.
That's more than an order right there, right?
What's that?
That's more than an order.
No, that's one order.
That's one order?
Yeah.
All that's one order?
I'm just kidding you.
Oh, come on. No, you can't do that for one order.
No, yeah, one piece, one order. One piece.
One piece, one order.
Yeah. It's cooking.
It's tough working with electric. There you go, a little changeover.
Switch it up.
Switch it up.
So the risotto, obviously, we're going to be doing.
Risotto, peas.
What's the key risotto?
What's the key risotto? What do you mean, what's the key risotto?
To have the right consistency. You know?
Oh, right, right.
You
can't
overcook it or undercook it. Enough moisture in it, but not, you know, not too
not
much.
soupy.
And I sing.
That's right.
That's
not
right.
soupy.
You'll eat. Well, I'll listen to your songs if you eat my food.
Is he great?
Oh my
Huh?
God, I thoroughly enjoyed his music tonight.
And what are you doing now? What are you putting in there?
Well, I'm going to put a little more crab.
More crab. Go with the crab. Like crabs in ice water.
Give it a stir, because we're going to...
You want me to stir it? You want me to do it that way?
But don't drop it. I know, I've seen you do this, you know. Look at this. See? You're getting the skills back.
No, I know it. Well, it's been a long time, man, since I cooked like that. Years ago, I had a chef on there, and he couldn't believe when I picked it up and I did it. He was taken back for a minute. Now, what do you got there?
Little chicken stock.
Chicken stock.
Again, I see it.
Is that college?
Collagen. No.
Collagen. Now you're getting them seared over there. Getting seared.
Seared here. What do you think? What do you think? But you've done this before now. What do you think?
Well,
what do you think?
It looks
Is it ready?
pretty good. Looks pretty good. It's ready to flip. What do you want to use this?
Yeah.
Look at that, huh? Pie in the sky. Oh, you like swordfish, huh?
Absolutely love swordfish.
Oh, look at this.
Is that nice? Huh? That's what you're waiting for,
I
huh?
was waiting for the swordfish.
Waiting for the swordfish. So, folks, you can go to the Marriott, the Bluefin Grill, daily, nightly, morning, whatever you want.
We're always there.
My main man, Franco, ask him for my shrimp, my specialty shrimp. We're going to call it. You got to name it.
Bob's Shrimp.
Bob's Shrimp. Or
Not
the
the
Adventure
shrimp.
Shrimp. Bob's Adventure Shrimp.
1 hour shrimp.
1 hour shrimp. All right, you got to put that. You got to plate that. All right.
Plate that.
All right, I got to thank you guys. Unfortunately, we didn't get to a third song because of this. Come on, Ron, get over here. Derek, get over here. We'll take that mic off.